Nikkolayla, ting ting. Now you're gonna have to share your tea with somebody else. Oh no, you can have your own cup. Okay, anyway, we're back on with our beautiful, beautiful young ladies. This is Christina. Christine, I'm sorry. And this is Arianna. Anyway, so we're back on the show, and so they have their company called the Bloom Agency, and actually, they're get ready, people. They're going to be bringing out some serious stuff that you have no idea. Yes, it's in the back. They're creating. And they're being very, very, very careful about because this is something that's going to blow people's minds and actually set a new trend. So get ready and stay tuned. So right here, so I know that we kind of touched on like a lot of self-love and that both of them have like it's kind of like they were prepared for this. It's like their passions and living their lives. They're living free from they're making their own decisions every single day. How much self-love is that? They're being kind to themselves by living that by making those necessary decisions that is pushing them forward to have their own company and to continue to expand. And also their niche is to actually provide assistance for all of those small businesses out there who need that little extra push. And even doesn't matter. They're bringing a solution to you with love and honor and peace and prosperity. So and lots of abundance. So they're pushing all the things that they are doing here forward to you to open the door. So when you're ready to reach out to them, they're gonna be here. They have a whole team and a network all over I would say all over the world because they're continuously expanding as we move along. So get ready and it's like rocket takeoff. It's like, shoo! So I'm so happy to have them here back on my show again. And so ladies, how are you doing now? Like what's going on? What's the newest thing? What's the newest company that you're if you can share a little touch with the branding that you're doing with another company? Like is there something fun that you're working on, any particular project?
Well,
And I'm speaking about like the people that you're working with that you're branding. Like,
yeah. Oh,
just touching on it's not.
yeah, no, it's fine. Well, we are going to be actually Christine's cousin Aziza is based in Compton. She's incredible. She's absolutely incredible. One because she's Christine's cousin, and you know, my best friend makes everyone amazing. But she's an incredible chef, phenomenal, has cooked for celebrities, has cooked all over, literally everywhere. And there's just so much going on in Los Angeles. We all have really close ties with LA. Yes. And we're going to be starting some really, really amazing community give back situations in the city of Compton through Aziza and through several other channels that we've been connected with. And for us in this situation, it's really more about us being able to give, like just find ways to be able to build this community up because LA, as we all know, has been completely disenfranchised. Like it's just really sad what's gone on in that city, but there's so much pride and so much just life and just raw, amazing talent in that city, and like that needs to be brought to light. So we're going to be doing some really amazing things out there over the course of the next few months. So.
I am so happy to hear that. So, you know, I actually, you're touching on something because I have a familiarity with the people because the majority of my family is in LA, but when Ermias transitioned and I didn't know much about him. There was a friend that he had said that that he knew him closely, but he mentioned his name and I don't know. I don't know who Nipsey. I didn't know who Nipsey Hussle was, but yeah, he mentioned his name one time to me, and of course that's a familiar. It's like the name you can't make that name up. Like it's like Nipsey Nipsey Hussle. It's like it sticks for some reason, and then of course his name is so profound. Like his real name is so profound, Ermias, and God Rises. It's like that actually definitely spoke to me. So I don't know how, what your connection with
We
that.
actually are intertwined with some of those people, that have to do with that, but we just are not capable of speaking on that yet because of the realm we're in of still getting everything together.
Right.
But it's basically a way for us to give back to the community also, but then leave them with something to where they can give to their kids and so on and so forth, and teach their kids the things that are, you know what I'm saying, going on. And even if they're not capable of teaching their kids will have the opportunity to learn these things because they'll be available to them now.
Right. So the beauty of when you actually begin to start your own company and you have the you begin to expand. These ladies are already moving into the space, and I think they already had a heart for that because it was already there. It's already inside of them. Like their heart is already been pushing them forward. That's another thing. It's like the love that you carry within you and the compassion that you have for others. That is actually something that pushes you forward in life because you keep planting seeds for other people to go behind you, and you just keep bringing that love forth. And that's I honestly, the reason why I have this show is because that is the purpose of why we're here in the first place, because we all have some reason why we came here. Don't get me wrong. Yes, we have to live and take care of ourselves, but there's a purpose that is within you. And these ladies are actually doing that because they're coming from their hearts. And today, the fact that they came here on my show, I'm so honored and grateful that they're showing me some of the stuff that I've already had in my heart, because it's kind of like to hear some of the stories that they're already talking about with nonprofit organizations. And you're going to hear more and more about these, because people who have been disenfranchised, that have been put aside and probably thought that you're not important. Well, you are important. And these ladies are planting seeds. And it's kind of like, it's just a domino effect that is happening. And more of that is going to take off. Just get ready. This world is completely changing. It's transforming into more of the life that we came here. Because I've worked at jobs and I've worked, with people. And I'm still working for a company right now, but that's why I'm doing my show. It's like, it is to take that next step and live your best life. Live the life that you know that is within you, to move forward and love yourself, because there's several ingredients that, you're going to mix in that pot. It's like, okay, I'm going to mix up my own special tea. And my tea today is going to be inspiration, because that's what you bring to the table. This young lady, Christine, she's inspiration. She's like, I'm off the cuff. I'm doing my thing. I'm just me. I'm just here. Like, she's been living that way since she was a little girl. And so it's so beautiful to hear that. And so all these young ladies, if you have something that, I'm talking about even the little young ladies that are just write on your little piece of paper, your creativity, be inspired, because she was 8 years old and she started like being inspired to do something, but didn't know what it was, but stuff is brewing.
And just because everyone doesn't understand doesn't mean that it's wrong.
Right.
Like, you have to take into accountability that each person on this earth is different.
Right.
So what may work for you in this classroom of kids may not work for me. I'm not capable of sitting in a classroom. I am capable now that I've grown to know myself, but I was not capable of sitting in a classroom full of people and paying attention for long spans of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Long times, period times, or whatever it's called, just so that I could be something that I never wanted to be in the first place. Honestly, I'm a bubbly person. A 9-to-5 job somewhere from you would have never worked. I'm not good with people telling me what to do. I'm not good. I am a rambunctious person. Literally, through my chemical balance that's
Right.
put together inside of my body, in my being.
Mhm.
I am a rambunctious person. And I've tried all throughout my life. I am 29 years old. And in 29 years, I've never found a job. I've been working since I was 12 years old.
Mhm.
Courtesy clerk at Albertsons was my first job, putting back all the groceries and bringing in the cart. I've worked umpteen jobs since then, and I haven't found one until I started working for myself that I feel like I could just be me and do me.
Right.
And a lot of people, because I come from where I come from, because I'm from the hood, quote unquote, a lot of people are like, no, you need to do this. You just need to calm down. No, I don't need to calm down. I don't need to calm down at all. Matter of fact, maybe I need to turn it up an inch so you guys can really hear what I'm saying, you know? And I just want to give to all those people. I don't care if you hood, my granny, Compton, Inglewood, Hawthorne, all them places, came, raised, all of that. You can do it. You can do it. I'm living proof right here. You can do it. I did not graduate high school because I could not pay attention. I was fighting and doing this and doing that. All kinds of things were going on. And I just never focused on what I needed to focus on myself because of what everybody else was telling me. I was trying to be that facade that they wanted to see instead of being who I really am. So be who you are, and what you're feeling on the inside, it's not wrong. It's really not wrong. That's how I feel. You gotta find what that is that you're feeling and zero in on it. So then you can know how to move around or what works best for you. Because if you don't ever figure it out, you'll be in their world lost forever.
That's right. So everybody, that is like, it is a very wake up calling. It's like, wake up, wake up, wake up. And the people who, just like she's describing, that are just like, you can't live in a box because you were never created to be in a box. We can't live in that. So stretch your arms, stretch out, broaden your perspective, because she's speaking to all those ladies and gentlemen out there that cannot be confined. You just can't be confined. And quite honestly, all of us are like that. I mean, if I was to share with you, like, that whole movie, The Matrix, is like, get out of it. Wake up. And don't get me wrong. I know that, the world could possibly seem like, it's like, well, how do I do that? You got to take a step. But the first part of it is love yourself enough to know that there's nothing wrong with you. Don't get me wrong, that they want to give you medication, they want to give you all kinds of things that want to hinder who you truly really are. And so when somebody's telling you, like, why are you acting like that? I don't understand. Why can't you get it together? And don't get me wrong, everybody could be guilty of that. Know that what's inside of you has the ability to actually change and transform other people's lives, because it's so important for you to be who you are.
Well, we talked about that, P and I did a little bit, and I think sometimes we confuse questioning ourselves. Like, I don't know. Don't question me. I hate it. Like, I hate when people question me, because I try not to speak on things unless I'm concrete, 100% certain, like, I'm telling you fact.
Right.
So don't question me. It's a trait I get from my dad. But we get ourselves into these mindsets where we don't question our own selves sometimes. And that, to me, is really the first step is, am I happy? Am I okay with what's going on around me? What do I actually want for myself? Where do I see myself going? What bigger picture, do I see for myself? I mean, 23, 24, I'm not questioning anything. It's another day, another dollar. I'm about to go to one of my 3 jobs and go to school and come home and maybe not eat, or I don't know, like, I'm just trying to live.
Right.
I guess this is living.
Mm-hmm.
We get ourselves into these cycles. Like, the longer you allow it, the worse it is, because then you get fixated on, well, how am I going to have dental care? How am I going to have health insurance if I don't go to a job and give them all of my time, money, efforts, and thoughts? If I'm not thinking about the company all day long, well, gee willikers, how am I ever going to move forward in life? Oh, if I don't get this vice presidency at this job that someone else is making multiple millions of dollars off of me on, well, geez, Susan, where's this opportunity? Like, you stop. Like, don't do that to yourself. Like, really, if you sit down and on a piece of paper, whatever dumb job you go to, because your job's dumb. I don't care what job you're working. It's stupid. I promise.
You're not working for yourself.
If you're not working for yourself, maybe a doctor, a lawyer. Like, there's maybe, like, a very small few, like, I need you to go to work. But, like, the rest of us, no, we don't need that. But if you sat down and you wrote down all of the things that you do currently or have done for a company, and put those into categories based off of whether or not you can show somebody else how to do those things,
that's a business.
That's a business.
Yeah.
If you can sit down and say, well, I've been an electrician for the last 10 years for whoever, and I know how to do all the things that you learn how to do. Go do those by yourself. Your job is the middleman.
Yep.
Your job's the middleman between them and your money.
Like, it's Albert Einstein or Dr. Sid.
Both brilliant. We can give either of them credit.
One said the mistake that all of us have right now is everyone always is talking about how we're all living, and none of us are living. Most of us are just existing.
And that's true.
Existing and living are two totally different things, and until you know the difference between the two, you'll always just be existing in a world.
Right.
Stop existing. Like, start living. Like, it's beautiful over here. I promise you. Like, take a chance, because it's amazing.
They get to smell the flowers, hear the birds, make the little sounds, enjoy, laugh.
Yes.
Be happy, all those things. Okay, so if you begin to envision what that looks like, it's like first, start envisioning what those things look like
In detail.
Indeed.
I cannot tell you enough how much that matters. I can sit here and say, oh, I want a large amount of money. I want a large amount of money. When do I want this money? How much money do I want? What am I going to spend this money on? The universe knows no good or bad. The universe only knows vibes and energies, and it's a balance. So there's going to be some bad that comes with your good, but you have to balance it. You have to balance it. Like, you have to be able to be like, okay, well, this is just coming along because there's something bigger that's coming along that's trying to stop me from what I'm doing. So you thought you got me, but I'm going to work over here. Good try. You know what I'm saying? So it's like literally like.
And you can only experience, well, this is my opinion. I think you can only experience as much good as you've experienced bad. Like, if we all start off at zero, you know what I'm saying? We all start off at zero. You can only go as high up as you can go down. It's not, everyone says, oh, well, we started at the bottom. You didn't start at the bottom. You started somewhere neutrally.
Right.
As far down as you've gone, as dark as things have gotten, and things have gotten crazy dark for me before. Like things have been bad, And the thing that drives me whenever anything bad happens is like, oh, something amazing has to be coming out the gate for me. Like, if this is, if this is what the world is throwing at me, if this is what the devil's throwing at me, at the universe, whatever direction you believe, if that's what's being thrown at you, it's only to deter you from, like, your own greatness, like, your own, like, amazingness that you can put into the world. Like,
yeah. So see the good in it all, even if it doesn't look so good.
Yeah. Because
even if it doesn't look so good, there is a shiny something on the other end, but you got to change your perspective. So it sounds like, of course, perspective is always so important. We can look at things and it's like, just like she said, the darkest. It's like the darkest of the dark. It's like, oh my God. But there's always a lesson somewhere in there. And it's kind of like you got to crack that beautiful gem open it up. And I'm like, there's something in there. I know there's something. I know it. Because, and actually you can envision what that gem like is. It's like, you know what? I see this as me connecting to people. I see this as learning more about myself. I see this as like, this has opened my eyes because I didn't see that before.
Right.
You know, because your consciousness can shift, and that is actually, for some strange reason, I don't know why the universe, prime source creator, source, whatever you want to call it, why we were specifically set up for us to go to the deep, 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 dark places and then be able to see the high horizon. Because what I get is that we have the capability of doing that, but because we're such powerful, amazing, divine beings, and the more and more we tap into that divinity, that which is within us, and utilize it and know that we're walking a path towards what we already agreed to before we got here. It's like, I agreed to that? No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. Because there were certain things that you didn't know. So the life that you live, and anybody could say this and be like, you know, there's no way I could have possibly set that up for myself. Did you get something from it? And you're still here? And you're breathing? You're good.
Yeah.
Keep moving forward, and you got this because you can do it. I am so happy. Oh my God. Okay, so we've touched on love. We've touched on some compassion because you guys just so giving, loving hearts. I just love that. I'm like, the energy here with both of them. These are like they ping pong yin yang. There's just lots of love here between the two of them, and it's so good to be in that energetic field with two beautiful ladies coming together and making it happen, changing their lives, and then assisting others to change theirs and planting good seed in the earth. It's like, Mother Earth's so happy with you.
I feel like everyone's so afraid. Like, I know me being the person that I used to be, like, you know, gang banging and fighting and all that type of stuff. I've never really taken the time until I got grown and older to meet new people and learn new things from them. You know what I mean? I was always like, I don't need what? I don't need nothing you got. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Like, you go that way, I'm going to go this way.
Right.
Period. But now, in knowing what I need to learn, like, I can't say it enough. Like you said, we're yin to yang. You know what I'm saying? One person to another. Because I've gotten further in the last 7 months of my life within meeting her than I've ever gotten in 29 years. And I've had friendships that have been 15 years over. And you know what I'm saying? All of this. But you really have to find that person or those people that you can learn from. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
That you can get what you didn't get from the others surrounding you from. Like, the business aspect of things, I'm not opposed to say that I'm not the greatest at those things. But because she's 150% at that, I know that I can do what I do, and she's going to do what she do, and everything's going to be okay. Just with her, I feel like she's learning from me a little bit more how to be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. You know, she gives to where she'll stress herself out because she wants your project to be immaculate every time. No mistakes, no. What is this? Okay, let's go over this for the 10th time before we send it. And let's make sure that. Okay, let me read this aloud to you. This is her. Okay, I'm going to read this. Are you ready? You tell me. I'm like, you just read it, but go ahead. No, I changed it like 3 sentences, and I put a little.
Just want to make sure that it flows right.
Boom. I'm like, okay. Me, I'm like, send it. They ain't gonna read it. They ain't gonna know what you're talking about. But like, she's the one that kind of like, you know, puts those things into play for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you need to analyze these. These need to be correct. So when you send them, but like I said, she also got a little bit of that energy now to where it's like, yeah, I'm not doing this for you. You know what I mean? Unless you're gonna compensate for what I need. You know? So like, it really is a give and take relationship, but you have to be able to accept what the other person is trying to give to you.
Sounds like humbling.
Yes, it's not always somebody trying to one up you, you know what I mean? Or tell you what you're doing wrong. It's all about how you relay that message to someone. Her and my other best friend, who is a male, and we've been best friends for 15 years, me and this man.
Mhm.
The two of them are like one and the same. It's
We
crazy.
share a birthday.
Yes.
Oh wow.
That is what's even more crazy. Literally, same
Wow, the same
day.
birthday. Wow.
Same day, May 12th.
Wow, that's a
Same
setup.
day.
Yeah.
It's a setup.
And it's just like, with him, he's always told me, like, Peanut, there's a lot of things that people tell me to tell you, but if I don't feel like it's going to help you grow, or if I don't feel like it's going to have you happy, I'm not going to tell you. Tell you for what?
Right.
Yeah.
It's not going to help any. And that's the approach that she takes with me also. You know, like, people tell me stuff all the time that I should tell you how to do this, or, oh, I need to talk better, or I need to be able to speak, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's your deliverance.
Right.
If we're sitting down and smoking together, and she's like, I just need you to really, you know, tap into your calmer side when we're talking to so-and-so, you know, versus her like, oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. Why would you say that in front of those people like that? Excuse her. Oh my, she doesn't normally do this. Like, yes, I do every fucking day. That's why.
I
You know
can't
what I'm
imagine saying something like that in front of anybody else ever. Like,
She doesn't keep you from being you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
my friend said what she said.
She's like, I'm free.
You
You got me or you don't.
Right.
You
We
know,
got
what are we
this.
doing?
You gotta take it.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying? Take it
Right.
in and take heed to what she's saying, or take
Yeah.
heed to what that friend is telling you,
Mhm.
so that you can grow in abundance. You know,
Right.
you're never gonna grow if you don't take anything from anyone else that they say.
Right.
It's never gonna work.
So
So
true.
take those things and be like, you know what, she's right. I do curse a lot. Why am I gang banging on this white man? And his face is, she's like, oh no, she didn't mean that. She's just kidding.
I'd rather you tell me the truth than don't tell me nothing at all. Come on, give it to me
for
straight.
real, but
Because there's enough lying that's been going on, and the truth needs to be out. So, you need some serum, some truth serum.
yes,
There you go.
Mhm.
seriously.
But that goes back to, you know, analyzing the people that are around you.
Yeah.
If you can't, there'll never be a time that someone could come and tell me that Christine has said anything that she has not already told me. Or that, you know, that I'll never be in a position where I have to question my friend's loyalty to me as a friend. Business aside, you know, it's amazing. We're doing amazing things. We're building business. We're building generational wealth. We're doing so many amazing things in each other's lives together.
Mm-hmm.
All that can disintegrate. I don't care. Like, if we never make another dollar together, at the end of the day, I know that this is my friend who has my back, who supports me, who is never going to speak anything but truth to me.
Right.
So if you don't have people like that in your corner, it doesn't matter what you're going to try and do with yourself.
true.
Because that could be your parent, you know, that could be your friend, that could be your child even, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have someone in your corner, like I said at the beginning, like, I couldn't ask for a better support system.
Yeah.
Like, my friend has my back all the time.
Aww.
But, like, that's what it is. If you can't trust the people that you have around you,
Right.
start looking for new people to have around you. Because you're only going to grow as much as people are pushing you to grow.
Right.
She yelled at me on the way here, Arianna, we need you to, you know, you need a da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, you're right, okay. All right, friend. And she said it in a voice that I would hear it.
Right.
Because someone else told me something very similar last week. And I was like, well, if you don't get off my phone, get off my phone. Get off my phone. I'm not doing this with you.
Because it was coming from a loving place. That's why.
Exactly. And, like, that's what we all need. Like,
This is
self-love, and
Yeah.
then we need love from others.
Yeah. And that's what my show is about, everybody. So I am so grateful to have these ladies on again. Woo! And we're going to keep partying after this goes off because we've got more things to talk about. But we're going to be back on the show. I'm going to have them on the show, and we're going to divulge all the contact information that is necessary so you can take the step that is necessary for your business to expand with the Bloom Agency and the multiple businesses that they will. So if there's nonprofit organization things that you want to do, and even if you already have a business that's going and you want to support a nonprofit organization or start one yourself, they can assist with that because we're here to assist, love, bring compassion, kindness, inspiration. Bring that inspiration forward and push it forward because you have it within you and they're planting the seeds to help you do that. So come back. We're here. They're here. Let's keep moving forward and actually create the world that we want to see and have love, laughter, peace, joy, happiness, all that good stuff. So we love you and we'll see you back later and come and watch us at What's the Tea with Nikkolayla. Ting ting. Bye everybody.